For our social emotional class today, we are going to need our whole body listening booklet. We are also going to need our pictures of the different body parts we use for listening. And yes, we've already cut one of them out. Do you remember which one we already used? Our eyes. So we talked about how we use our eyes to look at the speaker. So I hope all of you are looking at this video right now, and we're going to use our booklet. Yesterday we learned about how Howard B. Wigglebottom had a hard time listening, and then he learned that he didn't like to feel all alone, and he didn't like sitting in timeout. So he learned to listen, and listening made him a lot happier. He listened to his teacher and he got a nice gold star. And then he listened to his mom who told him to brush his teeth. Do you listen to your mom when she tells you to brush your teeth? So listening makes everyone very, very happy, and it's a good thing to practice listening. Today, we're going to practice by listening with, right now, eyes forward, step one. Let's say it together. Step one, eyes forward. Step two, ears listening. And step three, mouths quiet. And then all this means step four, bodies calm. So I have a story to share with you today. It is a story from a book called No, David, No. And we're going to learn why David is being told no, and maybe learn if he's being a good listener. So I'm going to share my screen now. No, David, No by David Shannon. David's mom always said, "No, David." "No, David. Don't aim for the cookie jar." "No, David, no." "Oh, no, 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 David." Let's go back to where we're supposed to be. "No, no, no, David. He's playing way too much and it's making the water come out." "David, be quiet." He's making loud sounds with his pot and pan. "David, don't play with your food." "That's enough, David. I said don't play with your food." Uh-oh. "Go to your room now, David. You were not listening." Twice it was said don't play with your food. "David, settle down." "Stop that this instant, David. It is not good to pick your nose." "David, put your toys away." Is David putting his toys away? "Not in the house, David. We do not play baseball inside the house." "I said no, David. Look what your baseball did to the plant." "Davy, come here." "Yes, David, I love you." In this story, we see that David's mom is asking him to clean his toys up. Does David clean up his toys? She's asking David to not play baseball in the house. Does he stop or does he keep playing baseball? He keeps playing baseball. And what happens after he plays baseball? He breaks something. He breaks the pot where the plant is inside. So he breaks it. So is David listening? He is not listening. But hopefully David, like Howard B. Wigglebottom, learns to listen. Because when he doesn't listen, things break. When he doesn't listen, he gets sent to his room. So I want you to think about how can we help David be a better listener? I have an idea. I think we can have David be a better listener by doing this activity, by looking at this book. If David had this book, he would be a much better listener, huh? So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you now to grab your book, to grab your handout with your sheet with all your listening parts. And you're going to need some scissors and your glue. So go right ahead, grab your glue, your scissors, and your whole body listening things, your booklet and cutouts. And when you're ready, we will begin. For our listening activity today, TK, let's see. So far, we've talked about when I am at school or you are at home, you want to use your whole body to listen, okay? And I know sometimes we wiggle around and it happens, it's okay. And we learned one thing we can all do to be good listeners is to use our what? Our eyes. My eyes are for looking at the speaker. Well, today we're going to learn about our ears right here. My ears are listening to what is being said. So right now, Ms. Cortez is telling you to, let's see if your ears are listening. I'm asking you to grab your paper. Step one. And if you're listening with those ears, what do you think we're gonna cut next? We are going to cut this vertical line here next to the ear for our listening ears. Okay. Now, it's good if someone helps you hold the paper. Some of you did such a good job by yourselves yesterday. Okay. Ooh, this fell, so you can throw this away later when you're done. It's okay. And now I have my listening ears. We learn about our eyes, right? You are using your eyes right now to look at this. And now you're listening to me tell you step two. Step one, we cut the ear. Step two, we're gonna put glue. And we don't wanna open it all the way, just a little bit. I'm gonna put glue on the back, Okay, just enough. Or you could put some on here too, if that's easier. You see? And then you take your ear and you try to put it so it matches. And then you push down. My ears are for listening. My ears are listening to what the speaker said. So if you were listening, you just put glue on your paper and you glued the ear to this page. Now, some of you are still cutting right now, and that's okay. You could have someone push pause, or we will wait, because I'm still not done. I still haven't begun to do this one. I'm going to talk about it. Our next one is, my mouth is quiet. So we've been talking about our eyes are listening. Sorry, our eyes on the speaker. Say that again. So we've been talking about eyes on the speaker, listening ears, and now my mouth is quiet. On this page, can you find the mouth and point at it? Point to the mouth. Okay, is this mouth open and is it talking, talking, talking? Do you see teeth and everything? This mouth is quiet when someone else is talking. And that can be anybody's talking. Sometimes when it's your turn to talk, then your mouth is the one that's doing the talking. And everybody else is listening to the person, to you talk. Okay, TK, so when other people are talking, our friends, our mom and dad, or our teacher, or our TK classmates, when we are on Zoom, when someone else talks, we listen with our ears, we look at them with our eyes, and our mouth should be quiet mouth. So step one, we cut the mouth. So with your scissors, we cut the mouth. And step two, we're going to put glue. Maybe it's easier if we just put glue on the square. Stay in the line. And now I'm going to put this down and press on it. So far, we have eyes on speaker. Say it after me. Eyes on speaker. Listening ears. And so that I can hear other people talking, my mouth needs to be quiet mouth. Unless you raise your thumb, you know how I show you, thumb, and Miss Angie or I pick you, then it's your turn to do all the talking. So that is it for our lesson today. Let's practice being good listeners by using our eyes to look at the person, ears to listen, and our mouths quiet. That is it for today.